We're going to start with just a real nice Phoenix Suns win in Cleveland last night. Yes, spare me. I understand Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley weren't playing. I don't care how many games have the Suns played this season where all their guys weren't playing.
Thank you.
Cleveland's still a good team. Now, look, I mean, Donovan Mitchell's their best player, so it's not like beating Cleveland at full strength. I get it, but I don't care. The Suns won a game on the road in Cleveland. All the wins are important right now because of the standings, and the big three is back together, and they look pretty good.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, man. This is a great win, I think, for the Phoenix Suns right now. You've already put the precursors on it, the asterisk. We all know that, but at the same time, the Suns, man, they were down in this game. 19 points, as a matter of fact, down 19 against the Cavaliers. And by the way, the Cavaliers came out and you could see their intensity level. They knew exactly. They knew they were in a bad spot because of the injury situation. Donovan Mitchell, of course, Evan Mobley, of course, you already referenced that. They knew they were in trouble, and they came out and they were ready to go. Their intensity level was through the roof, and the Phoenix Suns found a way to come back and win this game.
They also still had Darius Garland, who at one point in the first quarter was on pace for like 95 points in the
goodness.
game. It was like, hey, you guys know Garland's
Stop
out
shooting.
there, right? Just stop letting him take uncontested threes. But they slowed him down a little bit. And look, I mean, a win's a win right now. It's a road win. I don't know that you have to diminish that one all that much. Cleveland's one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. I don't think they're on Boston's level, and certainly if they don't have Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley, they're not on Milwaukee's level. But that's still, the Suns, you'd prefer they didn't spot other teams a 19-point lead, but when it happens early in a game, you kind of just never feel like you're going to know what's going to happen in a Suns game until it's over. They're down 19 in the first half, and then we all kind of think they were at least going to come back. Win or lose, they were going to come back. But they can also be up 8 in the fourth quarter, and you don't know that lead's safe either. So it's kind of just whatever is going on that given night.
And you brought it up right there, the fourth quarter, of course, right? It was not great. But this is one of the reasons why I would point to this game and say this is exactly why you've got to be capable of coming up with stops in order to win games in the fourth quarter. You have to be capable of coming up with stops. And the Phoenix Suns only scored 20 points in the fourth quarter. Ron Wolfley reporting. But guess what? The Cavaliers only scored 20 points as well. So once again, this is one of the reasons why you've got to be capable on any given night, especially going into the fourth quarter, of winning games in different ways. Not just the same old, we're an offensive team, that's what we are, we're going to outscore you in the fourth quarter. You've got to be capable of doing it all.
Kevin Durant talked about when the Suns are at their best afterwards.
That's that spontaneous type of basketball, You never know where the play going to start with us three, and you never know how it's going to end. So Brad was able to get in the paint, which you can do with ease. Book get in the paint with ease. I'm just spacing out there, So if you leave and help, I'm going to be confident in shooting that shot. So, that's the type of plays we need to make is 2 or 3 passes. We all touch the paint. We get a good look up. I think we did that multiple times tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you have all three out there, look, I understand just on the most basic, simple surface level, yes, when you have Durant and Booker and Beal, it makes you better. But I also think it's more than just having each of those players out there. You can see it enables the Suns to do what they want to do. Now, their record with all three of them this year, what is it, 15-9? It's not like they're 23-1 or something. But they keep starting and stopping, right? I mean, last night was another start over. Here's Devin Booker back in the lineup. For his part, Devin Booker didn't look like he missed any games. He stepped right in and looked like Devin Booker.
What's so cool about it as well, when the Suns were coming back, of course, again, down 19 in this game, and it didn't look good. The Suns came back. The turning point to me was when Nurk missed a free throw. And then all of a sudden there was Book with an offensive rebound. Grabbed the rebound. Grayson Allen got the ball, missed a three. Guess what happened again?
Book again.
Book with an offensive rebound once again. KD then with a shot. It's not over. Book again with an offensive 3 offensive rebounds.
And then he finally just hit the shot himself.
To make it 72-69. It was still Cavaliers, 72-69. That to me right there is exactly what I'm talking about. a guy that is going to come in and make the difference. Now, we all know that there's a little bit of luck involved, of course, in how that ball is going to come off the rim. All right, but Book was there, was available, was playing. He was intense, and he made a difference. And he was part of that turning point for me.
Well, and weren't we all thinking by the third one, like, just shoot it yourself? Like, just go ahead and end this right now.
What are you doing?
So he just did, and that was that. Here's Booker after the game on 3TV.
I'm in containing Garland. You know, he had it going the whole night, specifically the first quarter, and, you know, we're playing uphill from there. But we made some adjustments and, you know, limited shot attempts, and it turned out good for us.
Yeah, Garland, they really slowed him down in the second half. He finished the game with 30. It felt like he had 40 in the first quarter. So how he finished with 30 is pretty remarkable. But, yeah, I mean, that was obviously a key. And then once they were able to do that, look, it's not like they cruised to a victory. It came down to the final minute. But once they slowed him down, that obviously helped significantly. You can see why Cleveland is tough, though, if they have Garland and Mitchell and Mobley and Jared Allen, and then they have some of these guys like Isaac Okoro that kind of just complement them. That they're building a decent team there, and it's tough to go into that building and pick up a win, but the Suns did, and that's a great way to start off a 4-game road trip.
Yeah, it is. And, look, the intensity level, this matters to me. It really does. I know I keep talking about it, my brothers, but it's just the truth. This intensity level is so critical going forward, and the intensity level, I thought, was high. They came out, they played, they got their hands on a lot of basketballs, more than the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is a very defensive-minded team, I might add. And once again, the fact they didn't have Donovan Mitchell and didn't have Evan Mobley, to me, all that does is put you even more on point as a team.
I'd also say that's the NBA in 2024. Like most nights, one of the teams isn't at full strength. I mean, you just kind of have to think it's going to even out over the course of the season and win the games you can win.
But the Suns, I mean, they rebounded the basketball better than the Cleveland Cavaliers. Rebound that basketball. Rebound that basketball.
It was unavoidable.
They created a lot of steals, block shots as well. Oh, my goodness. They got, 6 block shots in this game. Did a great job. They limited their turnovers, and although I would say 14 is still too many, it's way better than 22 or
That's
23.
True. They were only -2 in turnovers last night. I'll take that with this team.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.